Hey everyone, how you doing? This is Michael De Silvas. We're gonna do all kinds of stuff here. So the picture might have looked one way, and then I turned it around. That's all right. We're gonna talk about controlling and manipulative people today. You might have a neighbor across your hallway that's always in your business and always spying on you and nosing outside your door to get information so they can go and call up, other people and cause more problems. You may have somebody in your neighborhood that's like this that lives right next to you or across the street from you. And it can make your life a living hell. And these people have to be stopped. There's got to be laws, and they're working on it, stalking laws and things, because there are laws, um, peeping Tom laws as well. Because these people have to be put in jail, because they cause a lot of unnecessary hardship and conflict. And it's like I said, if you are dealing with someone that is controlling and manipulative, they always have to justify their actions. They always got to talk their way out of stuff. They always seem to always have an excuse and always seem to have an answer for everything. You ever notice that? You know why? Because they don't listen. Their mouth is constantly moving, but they're not listening. And that's the problem with a lot of controlling, manipulative people. And the thing is, they can be sometimes posed as being some of the nicest people you'll ever meet at first. And as I said, at first. But the one thing that I noticed about these people is that they'll put up smoke screens. I mean, they'll try to take away your business. They'll say false things about you, create rumors and say your prices are too high, when yet they don't even know anything about a computer business to even make any justifications or have any comments about it whatsoever. Um, they'll falsify information and they'll still work and give it to somebody else, and take away your business, from a chiropractor place and give it to someone else to do it. Um, you know, but that's what these people do. They'll act really nice to get information so they can use you so they can get more help with their family, or help with their situation, and yet you're losing business because they use the information against you to get work for them so they could get some discounted computer work. And but you see, but yet they won't think about that. But they'll manipulate things and talk about you, and you wonder why your business isn't doing so good. Well, that might be the reason why. So these control and manipulative people do things like this because they're jealous and they don't have nothing else to do with their time except run their mouth. And then they hang out with other people that are the same way. Like you might have a lady that lives across the hallway from you in an apartment complex that is just like this, or a man even. It makes people the life's hell for everybody in the building and in the neighborhood where you live. So you wonder, how these people can do this. You know why? They don't have a conscience. That's why they do what they do, because they do not have a conscience. They feel like they operate by a different set of rules. And then a lot of times when you're talking to them, they'll try to overtalk you to try to confuse you because that's a manipulative tactic. But of course, if you can recognize the symptoms, you just keep talking. Don't let them try to lose your focus on what you're talking about. Because that's what they do to try to confuse you, see, but it doesn't work with me. So like I confronted the person the other day. I said, look, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the landlord, so you need to be quiet. You've already said plenty before I got out here, and now I'm going to say something. So you need to go in your apartment or just be quiet, because no one's talking to you right now. So that's how you have to handle these people, because they just don't have no common sense or courtesy for anyone else. But they always think they have the answer and know everything about you, even though you don't say a single word to them. And how are they getting their information? Are they outside your door recording with a device? Or are they listening and trying to make up the rest? You wonder, how are they getting this information? That's the question I would wonder. And how they would manage to bring a whole family against you when the whole family has been warned about this person way before they even started talking to this person, but yet they still talk to this person to this day, invite them over for Bible study. It's amazing how snakes tend to live together. Because if you have controlling people, that's how they congregate. That's how they live together. That's why they agree. You know, you don't see the truth about things. And eventually, when you do something and you get across her path, she's going to take all the information you gave her, or if it's a guy, they're going to take all the information you gave them, and they're going to use it against you. And they're going to spread it around, slander your name all around town, because that's what these controlling types do. Why do they do this? Because they want to get back or get even or get that last word in. They always have to feel obsessed to get that last word in, even if it's not really the right way or appropriate way to do it. But that's the way they seek out to do it, through their little sneaky little actions and little, little gangs they got, their little friendly circles they have. They always have to feel like they're surrounded by friends, because if they don't have a lot of friends around them, they don't feel secure. It's like a security thing. They feel like they have to talk about it and gossip about it around their groups of friends that they have. And they always go through a lot of friends. I mean, they have cycles. They recycle friends like toilet paper. And you wonder how these people can sleep at night and why they have trust issues. They don't even trust their husband at times. They don't even trust anyone. They don't even trust their children. They think they're always lying all the time to them. I mean, how can anybody sleep at night? Why would you want to do this to your family? Make them feel like they're always doing something wrong all the time, when most of the time they're not. And then you're so paranoid and overprotective and overbearing. I mean, how in the world can you function? I mean, to me, it sounds like you're always on a state of breakdown. These kids are all teenagers now, so I don't know what you're going to do. If they're a few minutes late, when you're going to be thinking the worst all the time, probably. Because people like that are wired up, suited up, are always like that. Oh my goodness, we got to bring in the 20 questions. We got to interrogate. We got to ask things over and over again and force things out of our children. We got to, make up things as we go along, even if we don't know all what happened or know all the answers. We got to fill in the blanks, even though the answers aren't always the right answers. Maybe nothing did happen. Maybe there was just car trouble. Maybe just the meeting went over longer, but nothing bad or sinister happened. This person's mind that's like this will always think the worst. Oh, it's the end of the world. Something bad's happening to my children. I know it. And that's not even the case. But you wonder about these types of people, because a lot of them are like this. They always have an answer for something and or an excuse for something. It's just like, the kid said, well, since nobody came to Thanksgiving last November, we could have invited this person to Thanksgiving. Why don't we invite a mom to Thanksgiving? We can bring them because nobody came. She's like, oh no, we don't need to bring them. We just don't have any chairs, even though nobody else showed up. And all the kids were unhappy. But it's really, but that's what these kinds of people do when they're cutting you out of the family. That's the kind of things that they do, because they feel like you're taking more attention. It's like an attention thing. They think, well, since they're not getting as much attention, you're getting more of it. They think that you're taking them away from them or something. And I think it's why sometimes people do behaviors like this. And when really that's not the case at all. It's just that, they enjoy talking to you more because you spend more time with them. And they just like to see you. And it's not about competing for attention, even though some people might, in their mental state, might think that. But that's not really the case. But the thing is, you have to realize that if somebody warned you about something, why are you talking to this person? Why are you still associating with this person? Why do you invite them over to Bible study? Or why do you even talk to this lady when she lies most of the time? I mean, that's what I always say. Well, you got to ask this lady, where is she getting her information from? How is she attaining it? Because I don't even talk to this lady. And how is she acquiring the information that she has, that she thinks she has? See? These are the things you have to ask yourself, because these are the things that normally an investigator would ask. If the person doesn't say nothing to nobody and they don't have no verbal or any kind of interaction with each other, how is she getting their information? See, and then you got on her, is she recording with a device? Is she outside listening and writing things down sometimes outside the door, which is illegal. That's called stalking or peeping Tom. You can get in trouble for that, standing out somebody else's door and listening. That is against the law, So what I'm saying is, you have to wonder, where is she getting this information from, or where is he getting this information from? consistently calling you up every week to give you the update of Michael or the update of Bill or the update of Tom across the hall. Where are they getting their information from? Okay. And then they got to have the little meetings with you, and all this stuff. So, you have to wonder. That's the thing you need to always wonder, because I don't say anything to this crazy woman, and I don't know where she's getting her information from. So you have to wonder about that and what the validity is, right? So anyway, I hope this sheds some new light on a lot of things, and hopefully you'll take the heed of the warning that I gave you and try to change your attitude too, and not be so judgmental and hard and legalist with the attitude that you have too. And try to open up your heart with humility and with real true forgiveness. And try to, overlook some things and try not to be so hard on yourself and hard on everybody else, meaning the family and everyone else. Thinking you're perfect and you live in an ivory tower and you don't do anything wrong, you don't make mistakes, never told a lie, that kind of attitude. Don't act like that, because you have. Everybody has made mistakes and everybody has told a lie. Because when you make statements like that, you've already done both of those. So, anyways, Michael De Silva, it's just something to shoot out there. This is a warning of controlling people. If you have people like this, get away from them. They're bad news, and you don't want to marry anyone like this, because they're nothing but drama and trouble, people. See you later. Take care.